Okay, it's 6 o'clock. Board, would you like me to facilitate your annual meeting this evening?
Yes, please.
Very good. Welcome everybody to the annual meeting for Greenfield Lakes Owners Association for 2022. The agenda is posted on the screen. We'll call to order and do introductions. Board, let's start with Ron. Would you go down the board members and introduce yourself to everybody, please?
My name is Ron Daha. I've been a resident at Greenfield Lakes since 1999.
Art?
Go ahead.
Art May. I've been an owner and resident at Greenfield Lakes since 2015, and I'm the treasurer.
Very good. Kevin?
My name is Kevin Seaman. I've been living in Greenfield Lakes since 2016 and been on the board for a couple of years, and this year I'm currently the president.
And who else we have? I don't see Darius.
Todd.
Oh, there you are. I'm sorry, Todd. Go ahead.
No worries, Harmon. I'm Todd Millsap. I've been in Greenfield Lakes for a little over 4 years now, and this is my first term on the board.
Great. Welcome, everybody. My name is Harmon Kadis. I'm your manager with Focus HOA Management, and Naomi, who is also on with us, is your assistant manager. So you always can call us, email us both if you have any questions. Determine quorum by virtue of absentee ballot, which was almost mostly all electronic ballot. We have 110 ballots. We needed 10% quorum, so we achieved quorum, so we can go ahead and have the meeting. The minutes I will put up on the screen. There's the minutes from the January 28th, 2021 annual meeting. If you would like to review those, if you have any additions, changes, deletions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll entertain a motion from any of the members to approve the minutes.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
Okay, motion was by Art. Do we have a second?
I second.
You have any further discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, we'll backtrack a half a step a little bit. This is a annual meeting, so it's actually a meeting of the members, not really a board meeting. So everybody participating as a member, so you can make a motion to approve, and you can say aye, you can raise your hand, all that kind of fun stuff. As long as we have a small group, which is reasonable right now, I left the muting and unmuting in your hands. So the best way to do that is leave yourself muted, and when you want to speak or unmute, hold your space bar down, and that will unmute you, kind of like a push to talk switch. We keep the minimal. So if you want to say aye to one of these things once in a while, or to yes, you're more than welcome to do that. So I will take that. Any nays or negatives or no's on the minutes? Hearing none, I'll call that unanimous. So we have annual meeting minutes passed unanimously. We have the financial review. This is for the 2021 year. On the screen is the balance sheet for December 31st, 2021. And I'll go over just the highlights. I highlighted some key areas. So you had $38,206 in your checking account, and your reserve account, $839,408. In accounts receivable for assessments is $11,692. That's actual assessments owed. We separate those from all the other money that can be owed, like late fees, legal fees, reserve fund fines, and those other receivables total $14,481. In our liability side, we have accounts payable, which are bills that are in process to be paid, but have not yet been hit the checking account or checks written on. Total liability, and of course, prepaid assessments, money that has been prepaid going forward. So that's $64,775. Makes our total equity $839,012. So that's pretty good. On our P&L is our profit and loss for the year. You were 10,373 above budget in income. And we have a lot of expense categories. I'm not going to highlight all of that. Anybody has questions, I'll be glad to afterwards. Our total expenses came in 13,233 over budget, gives us a net of off budget by $2,859, which is, in a percentage calculation, smaller than the computer will do for us, because our budget was, 550,000. We're off by 2,800. Pretty good year overall for the expenses and for the association. So that is our little quick financial. Anybody, if you'd like to ask any questions about those, I'd be entertain that. If you have any super detailed questions, you can always give me a call and I can send you copies of this. Just to let you know that by law, a compilation is done every year, and that is available. The compilation is done by an independent CPA, and those are done by the end of June. So those are all available to all members, of course, also. That said, are there any questions of the financial review? William, you have your hand up. You can go ahead and speak.
The question is that we had that discussion last year concerning the common wall iron rod fencing. Was that part of the expenses shown now for 2021, or is that something to be added in for 2022?
Okay, I'm not sure which expense you mean. So we had a wall study done. Is that expense
No.
you're speaking of?
The iron rod fencing on the common wall between the HOA and the homeowners. So I saw fencing on that expense.
Okay, so, yeah, so yeah, on that expense line, the fence repairs that were done, there was fence repairs done on Park Crest, fence repairs done on Quinn, fence repairs done on the park you live in. That all is in that line item.
Okay.
Okay, good question. Any others? I'll lower your hand there, Bill.
Oh,
Okay, we'll entertain a motion from the floor to approve the financial review. Anybody?
I'll motion to approve the financial review.
Thank you, Todd. Do we have a second?
I second it.
We have any discussions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes. Thank you very much. Election of the board. So we did mostly electronic, as you well know. This is a output from the voting system. So we had quorum at 10%, which would be 79 votes. We have 100, I said 110, it was 120. We had 120 votes total, which is 15.29%. We had 3 candidates. We had Ron Daha running. He received 101 votes. Bill Hutter received 48 votes, and Darius received 72 votes. So we needed to fill 2 chairs. So Ron, do you accept the election to the board?
I do.
And Darius, I don't think Darius is on. Are you on, Darius? I guess he's not. Bill, thank you from the association for running. We appreciate the participation. Better luck next year. We'll see how it goes. But thank you very much.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's great.
Yep, I think we just achieving quorum these days is a challenge. So it's good to have the participation. We had one that, well, it doesn't matter. I have ones that never even get quorum sometimes. So that's the board, that's the elections. We're gonna have a board meeting immediately following this. That's when the board among themselves decides what positions. So board positions are not decided by the members or a quantity of votes, just so you know that. All right, we have a homeowner forum open. If anybody would like to bring anything up, that is a an annual meeting type event. Any future considerations you'd like on agendas. We'll have the same open homeowner forum in the board meeting also. You can bring it up then. Okay. Hearing none, we'll entertain a moment. A motion.
Does Bill have his hand up?
Bill, yeah, Bill, you can talk. Go ahead.
Oh, Sam, just put my hand up there.
Yeah, so that's very nice to put your hand up, but you can unmute yourself.
Okay.
And I tend to talk a lot, so just
Yeah.
go ahead.
Thank you. I had some issues and concerns concerning, I knew the board addressed this a while back, but I have some update information. Regarding the north side of the property of the HOA, that, is it a horse path or an access road? That's between us and the association.
Yeah,
or
the equestrian trail.
Equestrian, thank you. Why do we have landscaping back there? I mean, we have a 8-foot wall that has these little shrubs down in front of it. I just don't understand what the purpose is of paying a landscaper to go back there when it's doing no purpose whatsoever to the HOA.
Yeah, that landscaping that's there from a long time ago is not maintained by the landscaper. The water's been shut off for a long time. The only thing the landscaper does is weed control back there.
Okay, thank you. And then the other issue is now on the west side with the border with the golf course. Now, between the waterway and the netting, we have mesquite trees there. I
Okay,
do not know if we maintain that because those mesquite trees are totally dead.
yeah, the HOA land ends right at the last house before the north of the driving range.
Right.
So where the driving range starts, that's all golf course
Okay.
west. But north of that point, all the way up to the equestrian trail, there's a little sliver of land along that west side of the wall that is HOA. And the same thing, that water's been turned off for a long time. They're not maintaining it. There are some trees over there that probably should be removed. I would agree with that.
I would agree. The homeowners who do have those trees put up against the wall would be in great favor having them removed, because all you see are the leaves in their backyard and the tree is not doing any purpose whatsoever.
Good point.
Okay. If there isn't anyone else has a question, I have another follow-up question.
Floor is yours.
Now going back to the iron rod fencing, I know we had the discussion last year. Where are we at with the proposals on the iron rod fencing?
That's going to be on the agenda in the board meeting.
Okay. That's it, and I'm done.
All right. We'll entertain a motion to adjourn the the annual meeting.
I make that motion.
Thank you, Kevin. Do we have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any further discussion on the motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Any opposed? We'll go that way. Hearing no opposed and a few ayes, we'll adjourn the meeting and the motion passes. Thank you very much.